champion Ocean.
He does, although Cho'Gath's gone. We've seen him play Cho'Gath before, but he's mid laner stole that from him, so he's not going to get that one.
True, that's actually, they kind of picked themselves out there, didn't they? Denying BAUS.
Whoa.
Whoa, hold on.
Well, hold up. He's cooked. There's no way. There's no way.
Funny thing is, that's not the worst take we've seen in the crowd
I know.
this weekend. Yeah, someone play Kayn. We'll see. I mean, I could see BAUS proxying on Kayn. He clears waves fast.
I think he did, didn't he, at some point? Not in an NLC game, but I know he's done it.
We saw someone try to play Kayn top against him to answer his proxy playstyle. That didn't work.
Very importantly, I said Jarvan ban on the first 3 on blue side from NORD. I'm expecting immobile hyper carry action potentially coming through Xmati. I mean, we know that No Way's playing immobile mages anyway. Now, if they pair it up with something like a potential Jinx, Kog'Maw kind of situation down in the bot lane for Xmati, that Jarvan ban right there is actually very clever.
Yeah, I really like that, actually. It does kind of open them up on the angles, but what are they going to be looking to pick? I mean, the Kallista's taken away, Ezreal's gone, the Varus is gone. We saw him on Corki yesterday. That was probably the one game I wasn't sold on Matty.
Oh, Santorin's got his Vi.
Okay, guys. I had a chat with Santorin, and he was like, I absolutely hate B1ing Vi.
Yeah, and I was there for that combo.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm with you, dude. Like, you literally just press R and go and die alone. And I know that No Way does not have the champion pool to follow up Chachi with body, but he does have things like Hui, Vel'Koz, Xerath that can actually help Vi in an artillery type of way.
You mentioned the Corki for Xmati yesterday was a bit uninspiring. Well, Crownie has played this Corki. Yeah, but well, I wouldn't want to give it to Crownie, dude. Crownie's been so sick on this guy. He's actually, some of his best performances have been on Corki. You've got that slam down. And Nemesis, slightly more carry potential in this game compared to their move speed Cho'Gath. It's the Syndra lock-in for him.
I've seen a few signs in the crowd, but there is one champion who synergizes very, very well with that Vi, and we'll actually have a nice time versus this Syndra. It's Ahri. You could see an Ahri coming out here from No Way. I wouldn't be surprised. It's a solid matchup with them. There are a couple of other decent ones. Unfortunately for me, not the LeBlanc, but actually going towards a tried and tested No Way special, the Xerath.
There's 2 types of things that you can pair up with Vi. Diving together with her or diving with her with damage. We mentioned the Hui, we mentioned the Vel'Koz. Xerath is a No Way tried and true champion, and I think it pairs up really, really nicely. Now, I wonder, they're gonna lock in that Rel right here. However, Lost RATONES do have the chance, if they wanted, to lock in something even like the Braum on that bot lane to straight up counter any melee interaction down bot lane.
At what point do we maybe even see Vizicachi's Gangplank make another showing? Because I actually think, as you were mentioning, the follow-up with the ranged damage, having the Cannon Barrage was great. We saw that in yesterday's series. That's it. BAUS is getting his Sion. It's happening. Would it be that AD Sion? Probably, considering it's BAUS.
Okay, I was actually about to say, I really like the idea of like an Ashe and a GP here for NORD, and you have all that global pressure. We saw them actually play a very similar comp when they had the Xerath last time. I think actually they were on the Ashe. It was Ashe, GP,
and
Xerath.
And
that was a really convincing game 4 for them versus Bulldog. Not going to happen though. Lost RATONES, very aware of that. Ban out the Ashe. I expect there's probably be another ADC ban from them as well. There goes the Alistar from the side of NORD though, so they're going to thin that pool. I think a Braum ban from NORD is going to be really nice. Like you were saying, Trouble, kind of shuts down that predictive kind of melee matchup over there as, the Ambessa for Vizicachi banned.
I feel like if you're not, you're looking for 2 types of AD carries right here. You're either looking at a type of an AD carry that can surpass the Sion and get into the backline, such as Kai'Sa, that can follow up very nicely with that Vi, but you will suffer in lane versus that Corki. Or you go for hyper carry scaling. Things like Kog'Maw doesn't pair necessarily up very nicely with the Rel, but Jinx would be fine, for example.
Sure, a right clicker. That's what we're looking for.
Right clicker.
Someone who scales with their auto attacks, as you mentioned, being that scaling style champion. Good to bring down the tanky lot, such as Sion. Belier's finally going to get his Viego. This is often banned versus Lost RATONES for good reason. When he's been on it, he's been very, very scary. Gets the opportunity to be more of a carry from the jungle as well. And now we're going to get to see these ADCs now from NORD. What do they go to choose from here? There's quite a few options. We're only in game number 2. But again, the 2 choices, are you diving forward or are you right-clicking? Kai'Sa can kind of do both, to be fair, with that passive she's got too.
That's pretty solid scaling as well. Now looking towards their top laner here for Chachi. What is he going to be playing up into the Sion? He's going for a Zac top lane here.
Okay.
There's the Brom pick that we talked about as well as the final potential here for the side of Los Ratones.
If I'm NORD's bot lane, I am so miserable. My support got counterpicked. Corki trades really well into the Kai'Sa because Kai'Sa is very short range as well. You've got so much wave clear with the Corki too.
Here we are, game number 2. NORD versus Los Ratones. NORD got a good start in game number 1, but it just fell short. Giving a quadra kill to BAUS, and now he is on his signature champion, the Sion. Looks like NORD just gonna lane swap and try and shut him down that way.
And it's absolutely miserable. Playing Kai'Sa and Rel into Corki Brom is not a fun way to play the game. However, I feel like Sion is probably the best anti-dive top lane there is. Number 2 right behind him is Zac.
Hold on. Oh! You're joking. You're joking.
Not the sepia screen.
Oh my god.
Game.
And he's out, but he had a flash.
Yeah, BAUS did burn his flash, but he was able to escape that little play that was going in on him. Apologies about that. We had another little issue. But apparently looking for No Way. Not gonna find him. Just gonna get hit by that W. Actually, No Way maybe in some trouble. He's got a whole bunch of people collapsing in on him. Chachi and BAUS going toe-to-toe. No, they're able to blast cone away. Los Ratones have actually muscled their way into this red side river and looking to potentially steal a camp or two. This is going to be dicey.
Yeah, this all got initiated by NORD, going towards the top side, lane swapping, putting their bot lane up top. Los Ratones took that opportunity, 3-member stop for NORD, to move into that bot quadrant of Santorin's jungle and try to split the map. Now you've got Velia on that Viego behind you. If they potentially can push up waves and build them up, you could potentially be looking for in a very early game, not necessarily even just dive, but to just deprive them of being under that tower too.
What I'm looking at now is Santorin's answer to this invade from Velia, because there's a ward on the entrance to the top side jungle for Los Ratones, right? The top red side. That will be where Santorin would have to go to respond here. I don't think he can do it. I don't think he can get in, so he's going to lose 2 camps bot side and not have a response unless he gets a quick 3 here and maybe can leverage that, but I just don't think it's happening. I think this is a net loss for Santorin.
Come on, just give him a break.
He's got no flash.
He has no smite.
No smite, yeah.
Comes up in 8 seconds. I think BAUS just going to do his best to try and be an interrupt here. I don't think Santorin can really do anything.
It's 50-50.
He just has to hope. As there it is, smite comes in and now BAUS
no flash.
actually has no flash, like you said. He's going to take a fair amount of damage from Santorin. They have got Chachi making his way over, waiting to get into E range. BAUS, can he escape? Gets the shield off Q forward. Santorin secures first blood, but Velia flashes forward, and BAUS is going to give him a taste of his own medicine. Down he goes.
Oh, not only Santorin, B1's the Vi. He gets cut off of his jungle on the bot side of the map. He gives 3 quadrants away to Velia's Viego out of any other champ as well. And BAUS, not only does he stop Santorin from farming any further, gets that kill onto him as well.
That's a tragic start right there for the NORD jungler. He's not really going to be able to get much on the bot side of the map either. He did pick up the kill to kind of give himself a little bit more, but obviously Viego with a kill, Viego setting up that kill for BAUS. It's pretty much a wash right there. Santorin not going to be happy, and we'll see maybe a bit of a contest for this bot crab. If not, he's going to be struggling for the rest of this game.
I don't think you can contest. You're playing Kai'Sa Rel into Corki Brom. If you look on the bot side of the map, Crown and Rickens have been perma-push, and they can walk up, give Velia that scuttle, and then Velia can sprint it through mid, where Nemesis has had perma-prior the entire game, to get the other scuttle crab as well.
Yeah.
Santorin has been pushed so far behind. I feel like Los Ratones are very nicely targeting him, even on his Raptors.
He's got nowhere to go. Look, Velia going to be running him down.
Depressing to watch.
He has
Here we go, here we go.
Of it, but in comes Streets with the knock-up. Instantly locking down. Nowade's going to put some damage down, and Velia will fall. Nowade secures the kill. Reckless flashes over the wall. NORD will not chase for more. Santorin is saved. And
Let's go. Oh, Bousy. Classic.
Yeah, Chachi, I don't think you're going to do much about this. Is that Crowley actually could be getting laid down here. Goes for the flash away. I think that summoner spell's gonna sting somewhat. Nemesis also getting chunked out a little bit. No way, he's got no mana though, so no threat there.
Something that's really struggled as well for Santorin, just not just getting invaded all the time, but he's had negative priority in all 3 of his lanes. Every single one has been pushed under turret. He can't do anything. Like, this is such a depressing early for him. Even now, like, look at this. BAUS is still just running interference. Even if he doesn't directly stop him, he just has to. Santorin's just thinking of, look at this. Like, he can't pass properly. He's running under his own tower, for goodness sake, his own inner turret. 5 minutes into the game, he can't play.
But look at what that does, right? He has to wrap himself around his jungle to get to his wolves, to get past BAUS, and BAUS he's actually chasing him in the jungle. Look where he is. He's looking for him.
This is it, but he'll still lose tempo from this stuff, though, right? It's still time that he's spending having to take the long scenic route.
Treats?
Treats?
He was shopping. Well, it looks like Xmatty has found BAUS, and BAUS will fall. Xmatty will be gifted. You gave it to Treats. That's the wrong person.
Listen, if you don't move, they can't see you. BAUS became one with the wall.
Treats is like a dinosaur. Is that what you said? Vision based on movement.
Because he's old and washed? Is that what whoa, no, I didn't say that. No.
He's young and talented.
He is. We've certainly got the second part down, at least. He's been the catalyst for a lot of NORD success here in the NLC. Seeing him one of the more engaged style champions too on that rail definitely can get some bits going here as the game goes on.
And it's very nice to see NORD trading objectives. Rift Herald for Dragon. We saw them actually give 2 over in game 1 to Los Ratones, and sure, they still got the feat of strength, but it was a really rough trade for them. No Way died mid. Unleashed power from Nemesis. BAUS charging in as well. And good scat of the week. BAUS would not have been there in time to save him, and Santorin can't answer with anything onto Nemesis off the back of that.
That was a great gank mid lane, because I feel like No Way was actually starting to get a little bit of his foot in the mid lane, pressuring towards Nemesis as well. Forced Nemesis on a reset right there. Apparently, we're going to have a replay right here. BAUS is playing just about off-screen. Scatter the weak hits. No Way flashes away, but it's just not enough. This time it's too much.
Yeah, no way.
There is no counterplay to that, really, is there? Yeah, even had his flash up, and yeah, just not able to survive there. Here's a flash force from Velia.
Oh, beautiful scatter from Nemesis to follow up. No Way is going down. Another kill onto the mid lane for Los Ratones, and there's no answer onto BAUS here from NORD on the top.
Little head scratcher right there, as into what was No Way really doing in the jungle. Like, Santorin was resetting from base. You gotta go catch up your mid lane wave as well. I feel like all jungle parts that are really dark for NORD right now are dangerous parts. You definitely don't want to be walking in. Velia's got free reign on them.
But that's troubling when you're 7 minutes into the game and your own chickens are not safe. It's just all Los Ratones right here. The control is just monumental. It's only a 1.5k gold lead, which by itself is not mega significant. But with the way that this map is being played out, that gold lead is just, nothing's going to stop it from ballooning into the stratosphere.
Yeah, already building up in favor of Los Ratones. Has got the grubs spawning up in 2 minutes time, so a little bit of time before they're going to show up. And NORD, they're going to try and fire some answer onto this top side. As Trees going to try and flash over the wall with the Hex Flash, but no response onto any of these members of Los Ratones. And I think it's just a bit of a waiting game. So right now, Los Ratones have an advantage. They may be looking for a kill onto BAUS. Matty jumps in with the ultimate, but he's just going to get pinned in place. Matty, you've bitten off more than you can chew. He's so low. The flash comes out. There's the Arcane Barrage. BAUS survives. Can he get the footwork in? Yes, he can. BAUS is unkillable.
You're asking if the Messi of League can get the footwork down? Hold up.
That's going to be one onto Nemesis. No, it's not. He's able to flash away. You can't kill the rats. They're everywhere. NORD have no response, no answer. Chachi engaged onto. Ratones are going to walk away from this one.
Proper infestation on Summoner's Rift right now. NORD are dizzy. They're trying to make plays work, but Los Ratones, due to that early game and how much control they got all over the map, Velia being ahead, Santorin not being able to make the plays that he did in game number 1 with the Skana, and BAUS. Xmatty ults there, I don't know. I I don't know if that play was actually correct. Just all that far into a tribe rush when you do not have vision. The second they set that vision down, they see Reckless Velia wrapping around. It was kind of too late.
They were trying to cut BAUS off. They thought it was a guaranteed thing, and they was like, well, this is the only way you can escape. Yeah, but it's never guaranteed versus BAUS. It is all falling apart at the seams here for NORD in game number 2. 3,000 at 10 minutes. It is not looking good.
It's definitely going to be a rough game 2 here for NORD. They have some scaling angles, though. You've got Maddie on that Kai'Sa. Needs some time. Could potentially take over, but for now, Los Ratones have the tempo, have the control, and Crowny, he's just doing absolutely work on Mr. Chachi. BAUS is just going to charge away. Chachi's low, connecting with the Winter's Bite, and that is just going to be one dead slime. Another kill over to Los Ratones. Crowny secures the kill. BAUS has just made his way to mid lane to catch the farm there, and NORD are just scratching their heads. They gave him his pick, and they can't answer it.
But it never works. It never works if you attack BAUS. When are we going to figure this out? They went bot side. NORD went bot to try and get him. They can't get him. They're going to lose their top laner. They're going to lose his top tower. And we've got the Herald spawning top side as well. Sorry, the second grubs. Like, we're losing objectives left, right, and center, and we're not even getting kills for it. Even if you get BAUS, this is not worth it. And he walks away in the first place. It is tragic for NORD.
You think there's a Kettle or a Ziggs in this game? That is a pre-minute 14 full tower bot lane.
Yeah.
2 tower plates bot lane. 2 tower plates, sorry, 1 tower plate mid as well. Los Ratones are completely controlling the entire map. No way.
No way.
No way.
Caught by the scatter. Nemesis, I think he's out of spell, but that's going to be Chachi jumping in, looking for a bit of follow-up damage. Maddie's going to jump forward, but Reckless has come in with a shield to protect him, and now Maddie's being locked down by the stuns. The Arcane Barrage just going completely wide as they find the lockdown onto Velia. He's able to jump away as the Magnet Storm comes in, but here comes Crowny, and he's just going to eviscerate the health bars. Down goes Treats. Velia secures the kill, and Santorin, he's not even there. Their jungler is bot lane defending the tower from BAUS.
Yeah. If I'm not here...
Oh, no, Matty! Can he make the escape? No! Velia will take him down!
I think you start thinking about game 3 right here and see what did we do in game number 1 in the early game. Let's try to replicate this. Let's not try to get too hasty, not throw our leads. I think that's what worked for them best. I feel like putting one of your best performing players, which was Santorin in game number 1, onto that Vi duty. Los Ratones, like, Vi as a champion is so easy to shut down if you do not give her lanes of priority, and that's what NORD fell into the trap for. When you're blue side, you're most likely going to get counterpicked. Los Ratones use that opportunity to perfection.
The thing is, if you're Santorin in this game, I don't think it matters what you're playing. Like, this was an impossible, unplayable game. 0 lane priority, getting invaded right from the get-go, no response. And the thing is, from Los Ratones' side, you've got all your power picks here as well. That is potentially one of the saving graces for NORD, is you will not have to play versus Crowny's Corki, Velia's Viego, BAUS' Sion again, right, in the fearless mode. That's going to go, but Nemesis in the 1v2 finds the kill onto Matty. There is just no positives to draw from this right here for NORD. It is just all falling apart at the seams again. As you mentioned, looking forward to game 3. I think that's the only option here.
Well, NORD, they're going to try a little something here. Getting some lockdown on 2-1. Santorin has to flash away immediately. Treats does do a good stun onto 2 from Los Ratones, but ultimately that just means he's underneath his tower alone. No one to back him up. Magnet Storm available. He's going to throw it onto Velia, but Velia just going to steal his form, reset the tower anchor and break away. Is now No Way getting chased onto. Crowny jumps over the wall, got the Gatling gun on. Velia secures the double kill. Trying to find the lockdown onto Maddie, not going to get it. And now Chachi has been locked down by the Winter's Bite. Easy pick up onto him. And it looks like Velia, he's just going to pick another kill up. You gave Velia his main champion. You gave BAUS his main champion. I'm not surprised with the gold lead is almost 10k at 14 minutes.
Glass half full. I'm going to go with Foxy right here.
Yeah.
He said, hey, give them the best champs to win that game. They don't have them anymore.
Exactly.
True.
You're sorted in fearless from here on out.
I don't even really know what the best champs is. BAUS is known as the Sion guy, but his Volibear was invincible in game number 1. Nemesis plays so many champions.
Yeah, they haven't even played Galio yet, right? Like, there's so many more strong
Okay, back
picks
to
that the
half
Rats can
full.
bring
They've
out.
given them the best champs, full stop.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, half full.
If you're looking at game 3 hours from now, NORD are, again, from a draft perspective, you know, Fearless, I think will benefit them from this point on. But I mean, we are really talking half full here, right? This is a very optimistic take.
3/4 full.
Yeah. It's a toughie. It's a toughie from here. But we've got enough experience on the NORD side. They've been in these situations before. You just got to move on.
Oh, that's not reckless. Okay, good scatter on for 2 though from Nemesis. Maddie able to escape with that supercharged speed. Nemesis gonna have that scatter coming up again fairly soon. He's going into that cooldown reduction build we saw yesterday. Actually, I think it was No Way he pulled it out. The Cosmic Drive build.
I feel like when you have a roaming a dark jungle all on his own.
Oh, Nemesis getting opened onto the barrage is coming in. Maddie slides onto the backline. This is NORD's one and only chance. Maddie gets the shutdown. They're charging forward. Santorin finds the lockdown, but BAUS is in the house. And down go the members of NORD. No opening, no opportunity. Crowley takes him down. They got 1 shutdown and they lost everything for it.
3 kills for 1. The Rats are running rampant here. They're going to take that tower in the bot side as well. Valia's going to get some farm under his name, and on the rest of the map, No Way, Vizichachi, they're not picking up anything too significant either. A defense on this mid turret is a flex speed. There's a TP coming for mid, by the way. I think No Way might be in trouble, but we'll take another look. Nemesis steps a little bit too far forward. Gets the collapse, that's great. You can see NORD's team comp likes to jump forward, but they're just too far behind on the collapse. And yeah, the TP did spell the end of No Way in that mid lane eventually.
And I just know what's going to be spammed on Gator's chat right now. When was the last time we saw a 20k gold lead? Do you think this could go to a 20k gold lead? 20k gold lead? Question mark? XDD? I mean, that's an 11k gold lead at 16 minutes.
Oh,
maybe?
Chachi can't even get away. Down he goes. Another kill for Velia. 8 and 1 on this.
So Nemesis just TP'd in here from the bush around the chicken camp, and there's not much else to it. He just gets to lead. It does No Way. Oh boy, it's looking kind of rough here. It's looking kind of rough. You got to keep your mental with. Nemesis might be caught again.
Good scatter though, does catch onto Santorin. Maddie waiting for an opportunity to jump forward. No killer instinct, but there's going to be the kill for Santorin. Brownie trying to make an escape away. In comes Reckless to find that turnaround. Maddie dodging away on the Winter's Bite, trying to get this concussive stack started onto Maddie. He's going to get pinned in. Huge Magnustorm. In comes Velia to turn the fight around though. A double kill for Crowley, and now we will see a 3rd fall along with a tower. Los Ratones absolutely crushing it as we get a Star Wars style cut. Sliding in to the top lane.
Oh man, I thought that was an FF. I'm not gonna lie, we were panning to the crowd. It could have been, man. It could have been. 22 kills to 5, 17 minutes into the game. Los Ratones are taking everything, including the spirits from NORD. This is a soul-crushing game right now. It's a tough one here, the grand finals of the NLC. I actually thought NORD looked so good in game 1 as well, but it started slipping away from them here this game. A different story, man. 13k. Yeah, it's tough. It's hard to talk about as casters as well, because I feel like we're just kind of waiting for the end here. The Rats will be waiting for the spawn. You know, Atakan coming up in 2 minutes. If we can get a contest around that, big fight potentially, that might be what the Rats use to close this one out.
I feel like you need to start thinking about game number 3 here. If you're NORD, again, go back to game 1. What worked for you? Front to back, a lot of pick, a lot of engage kind of champions. Try to figure out a way to replicate that with whatever champions remain in the game, and rinse and repeat.
Oh, Maddie, gonna killer instinct over the wall.
It's a 1v2, man.
I don't think they can even win this 1v2. They might have been struggling in the 1v3. BAUS is doing his best to stay alive. The Arcane Barrage comes in, and he will be going down. The kill gifted over to Treats, who has taken so many shutdowns this game, sadly. Oh, NORD, it is going to be a struggle for them. No way. Oh, just able to break away from that one. Clears the wave up nice and easily. It's crazy because I feel like we're in endgame, but
we're not even
a dragon yet.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, Baron, or even Atakan yet.
This is a difficult situation now for NORD, just trying to keep afloat the lane so they can get some farm, which buys them time to potentially reach those spikes where they can start making picks and turning it around.
Crowley is absolutely obliterating people. They're summoning a teleported, and they're just going for a speedrun end here. Gonna charge the Herald into the tower. NORD, I mean, they're a little bit low on health. This is gonna be a hard one. Scatter only lands onto trees. RATONES maybe realizing this is their moment. And they jump back to start the better. Everybody jumps over the wall for the flash. Manny's free firing away, but he can't do any damage to BAUS. Reckless just flashes over the wall as Crowley is gonna finish up more people. Down goes Santorin, and that could just be the base getting cracked open. Atakan has only just spawned, and RATONES are inside the base.
BAUS is gonna take that mid lane tier 1, sorry, that mid lane inhibitor tower back off. RATONES back to base, reset, purchase items, grab a few control wards. Put them in the topside jungle of Santorin. Hasn't seen much of his jungle, to be fair. As you mentioned, Atakan up. That will possibly give RATONES that extra push that they need to finish the game, throw their bodies, if it is the revive one.
Yeah, it's not that they needed much of a push, and just take a look at this. Norway is low, but he's kind of a bait here. They instant jump and collapse on Velia. He's got a big shutdown as well, so to be fair, plus under the turret, this is a good opportunity for NORD to find the play. But yeah, you're way too far behind at that point. But I respect the attempt. It was a nice try, just not enough.
I feel like a lot of the plays NORD have made would have been amazing plays had they not been down, you know.
Yes, an astronomical amount of gold.
No, 13,000 gold.
Yeah.
It's going to be a toughie. 13,000 gold at 21 minutes. NORD, they're not out though. Looks like Chachi's looking for an opportunity. He's going to get spotted by RATONES. Is that Reckless? Man, just check the bush. There he is, sees him. Don't think you're going to catch Zach. He's going to be able to slingshot away to safety, but
they're going to try.
They might just try to force this one, and the problem is BAUS is in the bot lane. This is fine. RATONES, they didn't even need to start this Atakan. They just needed to threaten it, and BAUS can take the base.
Honestly, I did want an uncontested 1v1 mid lane scenario right there. Zeroth versus Syndra. Better mid lane wins. However, Atakan's gonna get started. This is a really sketchy Atakan to start, as Fox is pointing at that one stack Magi's for... Okay, I'll tell you what.
Library ever.
I'll tell you what. I do not actually mind Magi's when you're that far behind.
That's it.
Because your only opportunity to come back into the game is to stack that
Matty
up.
Being chased down by BAUS. BAUS is going to keep the pressure up, and Matty isolated on his lonesome.
Oh, no.
This was a major issue I saw in NORD yesterday. They were very bad at leaving Matty alone.
Okay, listen, buddy. He's not on a leash. Like, you can't stop him from walking where he wants to walk, okay?
Sometimes they need to put him on the leash, though.
I think you're a big Matty fanboy.
I am. Well, in comes the Magnet Storm from trees. They're going to get the knockoff on the multiple members. BAUS untouchable, though. They can't do any damage to him. And NORD are just being liquefied here. There is no opportunity. We did see one kill from Santorin onto Crowley, but ultimately, everybody ace goes down. There it is. RATONES get the ace.
It's a decent angle for a team fight for NORD, but again, you're so far behind in gold. You don't have your ADC. 4 versus 5, you're not going to win that team fight. The Magi's now goes from a 1 to a 0 on No Way.
Hey, you don't lose much.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't lose a huge amount. I mean, to be fair, I do agree, like, when you're this far behind, you really need something special. Get that snowball, get those stacks. Yeah, it's not happening here. We're going to get Atakan now slowing down. For RATONES, the ruinous Atakan as well. Take another look at this fight. Keep your eyes on trees. He's the one that gets caught to begin with, but when everyone else jumps in, it's the big team fight, the big AoE. I
mean, we finally saw the Wombo combo come through, but then there was no damage, because No Way was sort of pushed out of that scenario, and you're also more of a poker when you're playing Zeroth. You don't have your Kai'Sa there. They had caught Matty previously, so I think this was not sort of like throwing one more fight out just for the sake of it. Maybe you grab a kill, maybe you grab a couple of Magi stacks onto No Way. Wasn't quite the case. Now, I mean, the entire Summoner's Rift is rat infested at this point. I don't think there's anywhere NORD can go or contest to get back into this game.
I don't think there's a hope. I don't think there's a hope in hell, unfortunately, for poor NORD.
15k gold lead though. Very close to the 20k.
Sorry, I love you, Trouble, but I'm just hearing Don J chanting in the background and I completely distracted.
I think that's middle court. The China they got the
that
Drake.
middle court?
I think so. I'm not sure though. One of those two. One of the hooligans in the crowd, keeping it alive here for NORD. An optimistic chance.
Oh, they're going to throw everything onto BAUS, but I mean, he's not got ultimate. They're going to turn the attention around actually onto Crowley. That's X-Manny called out. Massive charge coming in from BAUS. Doesn't really help to too many members. Santorum playing interrupt, but he will fall. Lost RATONES. The health bars are starting to bleed out a little bit here. Maybe no way can find an opportunity. BAUS and X-Manny is still dueling it out, and BAUS is going to win it with the solo bow over himself. I don't think NORD can hang on over a kill a minute in game number 2. It has been a bloodbath as Lost RATONES have reaped the rewards of this. They're into the base. The towers are under siege here from Lost RATONES. And game number 2 is a complete one-sided stomp in favor of them. Astronomical lead. Lost RATONES go to match point.
Not quite the 20k gold that we expected. Maybe with the 50 gold from the Nexus.
No way.
Oh! Not going to be enough. Not the 20.